What is up, everybody? So, this is a little bit unconventional, but this might be my last video of the year. I did mostly gonna talk about updates for this channel starting next year, as well as probably talk about some things about next year for Rider. And just an overall topic of what I want to talk about. So, starting off, I just want to talk about a little bit of update the channel, and that yes, I will be still talking about Rider, because I'm still loving Gab a lot recently. I want to see where this goes. Other thing is, I might be using the community tab more often than not, because I really do want to use it more in order to have more engagement. So maybe I hopefully can use that communicate with everybody else in my audience. Another thing is that I might be bringing back shorts. I did do some shorts earlier in the channel, but I haven't done much of it at all. I'm starting to think maybe I could bring it back. Maybe I could do some smaller recap of my review to like talk about an episode and all that. Another thing is that I might be talking about other things. I know Outsider just finished up, and I probably will be talking about that later, because I'll probably make a separate review for that, because I did want to do a review of each individual episode. I just wanted to do a review of it entirely, because I have a lot of thoughts to say about Outsiders currently. And I can't wait to see more about what I had to say for that. But it said at the time of recording, the last episode isn't finished sub yet, so I had to wait until that episode sub to fully understand what the story is going right now. But until that episode sub, I'll probably make a video talking about my whole experience with Outsider, as well as the other material like the President special. Then we'll see about that. Another thing is that I want to talk about some interview with Shirakura probably did earlier this month. Apparently from something about 2025, that Shirakura said that the reason why, and I remember correctly from some of the interview I found out that Gas started filming 3 months earlier, which we all knew that it started filming 3 months earlier than what other seasons have done. Apparently it wasn't because of being a different change of schedule. Apparently he said it was because of pirated videos. So yeah, it was because of the pirated video situation that he actually wanted to do for the international audience, like the pirated video for our international audience, to start filming earlier, because he started realizing that, probably said that he wanted to expand into the international market for Rider, which is why the reason why he started filming much earlier. Which does explain the set photo. I remember a lot, like earlier this year or last year, we saw the leaked photo of Gab. Like we saw the suit actor inside of Gab's suit on like a ladder, if I remember correctly. Like we all seen that image. If we can, you can probably just find it online. And we see that leaked footage, and people say that it was too early to have Gab this soon, because we all thought that was for the movie. But it turns out it wasn't the movie, it's actually for the season as a whole. Another thing I actually find out from that interview is that, as we saw right now, we do not have a winter movie this year. And it also confirmed by Shirakura that we're not having another winter movie next year either. So yeah, there's no 2025 winter movie at all, which kind of sucks, but it's pretty much obvious that it's going to be happening ever since that, yeah, 01 Geo was like the last time that got money from crossover winter movie. If I remember correctly, Saber was during the pandemic, though. Didn't have a winter movie. They had a little special for the Swordsman. But then we have Saber and Revice winter movie, and then, you know, Geek and Revice and all that with the 20th anniversary for Ryuki. And I actually pretty much seen that the box office for it hasn't been doing well at all, and it seems to be getting worse ever since Geo and 01 crossover, you know, the Reiwa first generation movie. Which kind of sad, because I really wanted to see a Gotchard and Gab crossover movie. I really want to see these two characters interact. And also because, as I said before, it's the 5th anniversary for Reiwa for Gotchard. It would have made sense to actually have all 6 writers be like a 5th anniversary season for Reiwa. However, he didn't actually say anything about not doing a crossover thing for Rider, so we could be seeing that in the future. Because he's been saying that he wanted to divide like veteran fans for like anniversary films and shows like that. Which probably why we had Outsiders. My kid did that Outsider was like a little thing that he actually planned as a little test to see if it will do well with veteran fans, and actually see if we can continue with it. As Funny said, I know I haven't seen the last episode being subbed. I do know that the ending did say the Outsider will come back. So my guess is that we're not done with Outsider just yet, and it was just like a test run to see if this type of show will work, and we actually get some product placement and also, you know, get money from it, and see if it will actually keep interest for us fans. And we have to wait and see if we have other things. I know Black Sun, the show for like almost 2 years ago, did end with like little thing where we could see for future plot points, or Shin Kamen Rider getting a sequel, because I know that Ono still wants to make the Shin Kamen Rider Max World sequel. And not to mention that we recently got the little DVD showing extra footage of Shin Kamen Rider, actually adding some more scenes like in the after credit and all that. So yeah, I haven't seen that version yet. I have to go find out and see what that version is, because I don't know if it's exclusive for Japan and all that, but I have seen some photos and some videos talking about how Ono added some extra scenes into the Shin Kamen Rider movie in like the DVD or Blu-ray set. I have to see what that's all about and try to see if I can find it and probably talk about it. I think this is my theory right now for 2025. I think for Rider and Sentai, because currently I am watching Sentai like Boom Boomger, and I know we just got the leak for the new Sentai season coming up with the #1 Sentai Goes Gozuger. Or Gozoger. I can't pronounce the name, I'm so sorry. I gotta find out how to hear it in the show first to know what it said. And it's considered the 50th anniversary of Sentai next year. And my theory is that it probably is Superhero Senki 2. Remember that the whole Superhero Senki thing was with Saber and Zenkaiser for the 50th anniversary of Rider. My theory is it might be the next sequel for the summer. I firmly believe Boom Boomja will enter the cliffhanger for the potential film of the Superhero Senki 2. As my theory is they'll defeat Spindar, the main villain, in order to free the Grand Prix so that everybody can participate. And play with all the cameos we got in Boom Boomja like Goanjo, Tokuja, and then recently at the time of recording, we're gonna see Gokaiger coming in. I think the raid will actually transform to like a multiversal raid, allowing all the Sentai teams to come in to team up and actually see who can win the race once and for all to be crowned the ultimate Sentai team for the 50th anniversary. And also to be a good enough excuse to bring in the Rider because, you know, Superhero Senki actually has the Sentai Riders together. It also makes sense that we'll see the Riders come in because they can actually use their motorcycle to join in a little Grand Prix thing from Boom Boomja because, you know, it's mostly just green screen so they can get away from all the traffic laws that Japan put in over the recent years. And not to mention that we had to have the synopsis for number 1 Sentai Gojuger. Say that the synopsis talk about how each member wanted to be number 1, they fight each other for that position. But it will contrast well with the other Sentai team working together in a race that I see right now, as well as having, like, you know, Gab there and all that. They got pretty sure with the 3-month early time skip, we will be seeing Gab getting his final form much earlier. That's my prediction right now. We probably will see, like, maybe April or May, we'll see the final form. It would be perfect enough to see July or something like that for a Superhero Senki 2 type situation. And it will make sense because they have to do something big for 50th anniversary. Now you may be wondering, how is it possible with only Gozuger being the 49th Ranger? Well, here's the thing. Because apparently Shirakura in the interview also pretty much confirmed that, yeah, they are counting Lupin vs. Pat Ranger as 2 different Sentai teams. So yeah, technically Lupin vs. Pat is 2 different Sentai teams, making Gozuger the 50th Sentai team. Which pretty much just dampened the little thing about how, you know, Zenkaiser is supposed to be the 45th Sentai team. So that doesn't make sense at all that, now that, like I said, I don't think it makes sense anymore for Zenkaiser to be 45. It should be like 46 and all that. So yeah, it pretty much dampened all that. It pretty much showed that they probably had no plan at all trying to correct something. But I think it's a little too late, Shirakura. Anyway, I just put that clip of Geo, like the extra mentioned, like, it's all Shirakura's fault, or something like that. Not to mention that we also got more information about number 1 Sentai Gojuger, so it will make sense that, yeah, they're both fighting each other. Being number 1, the Grand Prix comes in for all the Ranger teams to come in together, and then they actually fight each other, but then they figure out they have to work together to become number 1. And, you know, the Riders are just there because the Riders, because, you know, yes, why wouldn't they be? It's a Superhero Senki's really a celebration. And not to mention that Rider will also be like 55 years starting in 2026, so it'd be a good enough excuse to bring them in for this type of situation. Not to mention that we also got confirmation that the Rider, you know, Akiko Inui, the daughter of Toshiki Inui, who mostly just wrote a couple episodes for Gotchard. Yeah, she'll be the main writer for this number 1 Sentai Gojuger. A little bit worried, a little bit excited to see what she can bring to the table, but still, a little bit worried at all because, you know, some of her writing could be hit and miss compared just like her dad, which I have the same feeling with her dad, Toshiki Inui, for some of this season. Not to mention, they also revealed that one of the rival characters would use all of the previous Red Rangers again, so yeah, Akaret coming in, probably just be defeated once again, like the intro of Zenkaiser or that. It'd be pretty funny. Speaking of Superhero Senki, because we actually have a new poster for Gav. It'd probably be the last thing I'll talk about because, yeah, the rumor were true. We have Dark Valiant and Bitter Gav are true now. We've seen in the poster the dark version of them, having Dark Valiant be presented with some sort of dark chocolate power, while Bitter Gav would seem to be using like spicy candy or something, looking at the little Gochiso that present there. Which makes sense because spice is pretty much a little bit bitter, or it could be sour candy. One or the other two could be making it have the feeling of bitterness in her mouth. I know we had the rumors of how, you know, Lango, who might be Bitter Gav, and then somebody else would be Dark Valiant. But I don't think my theory right now is that maybe Shoma might not have the Berserk form of this season. Probably Valen, Hanto, will actually get the Berserk form, which is why we get Dark Valen in this poster. It would be pretty cool to actually not have our main writer have a Berserk form, instead give it to the secondary writer instead. It will make more thematic sense considering how, you know, Valen's all about destroying all the Grandu one by one. It will make sense he will go Berserk in order to accomplish his goal. Or my theory is that maybe Suga could be Dark Valen. It will make a lot of sense as well. Not to mention the poster also shows Vlam, and I'm just gonna be honest, the suit does not do anything for me. I'm sorry guys. Whoever likes the suit, that's good, but not me. I do not like the suit at all. I don't like Vlam's suit at all. It looks all over the place. It looks weird. I don't like it that much. I don't like the antenna sticking out. Like, I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. Maybe if I see it in action, I'll probably change my mind. That's usually the thing. I don't like a suit. I do see it in action to see how it looks. Maybe he could probably change my mind. Not to mention we have the pink version of Vlam, which I don't think looked a little better because I do like the pink there, but still doesn't do it for me either. We have to wait and see. Not really much to say about the poster. Just can't wait to see what else we have to talk about 2025 because I know that Outsiders is done right now. Probably when I have my overall thoughts about that show, I'll probably explain why I think it's gonna have a neg for Outsiders. Who knows, maybe the Outsider will come into my potential Superhero Senki little theory. That way we'll have Superhero Senki there, like the sequel for it with number 1 Sentai Gojuger and Yab. And maybe the Outsider will be there, like some sort of obstacle course or something like that. I don't know. It'll be pretty interesting to see what else they're thinking about how Outsider will come back. I don't know. I'll talk more about the whole rumor about Ibuki episode as well as Delta episode, because I know that Ibuki Delta have been rumored to be getting an episode in 2025 to get their own final form. It makes sense. I do want Ibuki and Delta to get some power up. Not sure they'll bring the original actors back for that, but I'll probably talk about them more that in my own Outsider video. Other than that, the only thing I had to talk about is the Futo PI movie, the anime movie about Kamen Rider Skull that got released. Now I'm trying to wait for it to be subbed and actually have my own thoughts about that movie. So yeah, other than that, nothing more to say. What about you guys? What do you guys think of my theory about the whole Superhero Senki sequel with whole 50th anniversary of Sentai? Also, what do you think about the poster for Kamen Rider Gab? Are you guys also excited to see what else could happen? Also, what do you think about the future of this channel? Because I am wanting to use more short, maybe talk about Sentai. Who knows? Maybe I could talk about number one Sentai Gojuju when it comes out. Yeah, I have been getting back into love with Sentai ever since King Oger brought my love back for Sentai once again. And hopefully, Boom Booger have been keeping my interest for now. Though I am losing interest for Boom Booger. Hopefully, that number one Sentai can bring it back in. It does look exciting. But who knows? Maybe I can talk about other shows as well. Maybe I can talk about that new Wingman show. I know I've seen Wingman a little bit recently. It looked interesting to me. I could probably finally watch that show. I'll probably have my own overall thoughts about Wingman. I don't know. We'll have to see more about that. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the new year with everything happening with Sentai, Rider, and all that? Or are you guys excited to see what other thing with Gab will bring in thanks to the new poster? Leave a comment down below. I really want to talk about with all you guys about what you guys think the whole next year is going to be talking about for Rider. And subscribe for more content from this channel. Peace!